Good morning once again, and welcome to the Banning Beaumont Student of the Month program. My name is Karina Zermino. I sit on the Student of the Month, Student of the Year committee. I'm also here this morning representing Altura Credit Union. Before we begin our program, I would like to welcome up Reverend Bill Dunn from St. Stephen Episcopal Church, who will lead us in prayer, and Felicia Atkins from Banning Unified School District, who will lead us in the pledge.
First of all, I want to begin just to remember and to thank and to ask God's blessing for these wonderful students, for Davina and for Natalie and Yasmin and Shumarai. I got it. And their families and their teachers and all who have helped them to get to this place today. I also want to talk a little bit about the power of one. I'm aware of a women's group out there that has, this is their motto. Just listen to this. I am but one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. What I can do, I ought to do. What I ought to do, by the grace of God, I will do. Lord, what would you have me do? It's my prayer for all of us today, whatever our faith, whatever our backgrounds, all of us can be one today. And everyone knows someone who can benefit from something that we can do. I'll leave it to you, and I'll leave it to God, whatever that thing would be. But may we remember that all of us have that power within us. Amen.
Please place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
We're going to call our first school, and that's 21st Century Learning, Principal Bobby Burnett, and student Davina Guzman and her guest.
Good morning, everyone. I am proud and honored to stand beside our Student of the Month for February, Davina Guzman. Davina is a student at our online school, 21st Century Learning Institute. She is self-driven, and she is an independent style learner who excels with our online rigorous curriculum due to her self-regulating skills and her desire and commitment to complete her high school graduation requirements so that she can reach her post-secondary goals. Her strong work ethic and her commitment to her education will no doubt lead to success in whatever she chooses to do in life, but we know it's going to be with animals. She loves animals. So congratulations, Davina.
Good morning. My name is Lottie Vogelsang. I'm the teacher that has had the privilege of working with Davina for the past 2 years. And just briefly wanted to mention that it's been really a joy and an honor to have you as my student. I'm always so encouraged by the kind, sweet behavior. She's always very hardworking, never behind, always on task, and very in control and self-motivated to get her tasks done. And those are great skills to have as a young teen. So it's I know she'll do well in her future endeavors, and I just look forward to seeing where she goes next. So it's been a pleasure having you as a student.
Hello, I am Davina Guzman, and this is my father, David Guzman, and then my little sister, Justina Guzman. The evil one. All right. For my future plans, I just want to say that I just want to get a major for being a veterinarian or anything that with animals, because I like animals, and every time I see them, I get abused or not well cared. I get really sad, and because animals need to be treated like humans do, which is respected and trusted. Personal story. How I got here, first of all, in 21st century, I used to go to a public school, Beaumont High School, and things went a little out of hand. It was hard for me to focus because of the kids, the talkative ones, and then the disrupting the teacher. And it was hard for me to succeed in what I need to achieve. And so then I was like, I need to go to like an online school or to be homeschooled. So then I found 21st Century. And that helped me be here. And I'm really honored. Pay my student of the month forward is to volunteer, like anywhere. Like I volunteered at a pet grooming place, but I stopped going because I wanted to get paid. I only volunteered there to clean and not wash with animals. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to get a job at a veterinarian where my dog passed. Yeah, sad day. And because my dog meant everything to me, and all of a sudden she just passed off. Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank Bobby Burnett and Miss Lottie Volsang for honoring me for Student of the Month. Thank you.
Hello, my name is David Guzman, Davina's father. Just want to say thank you to Mrs. Burnett and Mrs. Fee for nominating her. Thank you.
I'm really so thankful for everyone being here for my sister today, and I just want to congratulate everybody here today, and thank you.
All right, good morning, everybody. I am Matt Valdivia. I'm the proud principal of Banning High School, the home of the Broncos. And we're excited to be here today, and I hope I can take a few of those extra minutes if I can. I don't know if Karina will allow me to do so, but she knows I love the microphone, and I hope it loves me. But the reality is, and I want everybody to come right into the camera view especially, very special one this month. Every single one of them has been extremely special, and with the staff of Banning High School being over 85 people strong, it's very difficult for the principals singularly to actually make that decision. So I get everybody involved in the process. The nominations themselves come forward, then we complete a final selection, and every single person that has been nominated and selected every month has truly been deserving of the reward. And they have always a compelling story. They always have a great vision for the future. And it truly is what embellishes us and empowers us to see students that truly kindle that spirit of being Bronco strong. The story that you're going to hear today is of a young lady who I'm going to say to all of you that I'm very fortunate to have watch her grow for 17 years. And the reason that I can say that is because her parents afforded me the opportunity many years ago of the honor and privilege of being her godfather. So it's just quite an irony, especially here in the month of February as we're feeling the love. The February Student of the Month for Banning High School is Miss Natalie Lugrain.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Natalie Lugrain and I'm the February Student of the Month, as he said. First, I would like to introduce some people. My younger sister, Valerie, my ASB teacher, Mr. Sean Malloy, my mom, Maria Lugrain, and my dad, Robert Lugrain. Also, my uncle, he's sitting down, uncle, and then my grandpa and my grandma. I would also like to thank Altura Credit Union for sponsoring this and doing paying for everything. I would like to thank everyone for attending this event and being here. Boys and Girls Club back there. I was in Boys and Girls Club since I was in kindergarten, and then, well, once I got old enough and I couldn't be there anymore, I was no longer there. Some future career plans that I have is to graduate high school. I'm a senior, ready to walk that stage. And then after high school, I want to attend Crafton Hills College. It was kind of a change to me because I wanted, all throughout high school, I was in the AVID program, and it was always about searching about college programs and everything that you need to know about college and get you prepared for college was in the AVID program. And so I searched Cal State Long Beach and UC Irvine. That was my main goal. I wanted to attend that college. I was very strongly interested in business, and I wanted to go to their schools for business. That was my main goal. But at the beginning of senior year, I was doing another research thing for AVID, and I came across some online courses about firefighting, and I was like, wow, I really like this, and I really want to do this. And my Uncle Jim being here, he was a previous firefighter for Palm Springs, and that was more of a step to think, oh, I can do this. It's not impossible. So Crafton Hills offers that firefighting program, and yeah, I would like to attend that college. Okay, so back to Mr. Sean Malloy. So I met him at the beginning in the summer, I met him, and he was just great. He's awesome. He's very motivating. He talks a lot. He's easy, outgoing, but for a good reason. He talks about all the good things, and he's easy, very easy to come to. He's a good mentor. He's friendly, social, and advisor. I actually work with his brother is my manager. I work at In-N-Out, and so I think we're easy to talk to each other. He's always like, "Hey, what's up, Nat? How's my brother?" So I could always look forward to that coming into fourth period. I would like to thank Mr. Stockham. He's not here today, but I want to recognize him because he is also one of the people that has nominated me for this award. I heard continuously from Matt that he nominated me a couple times, actually. Mr. Stockham, I met him my freshman year of high school, and all throughout my life, I played sports, a lot of sports actually. Basketball was my main sport. I played it since I was 4 years old, about 4 years old, and I loved basketball. But when I got into high school, I was like, let me try something new, so I joined wrestling, and my brother was wrestling, so it was easy to join wrestling. So I wrestled, and Mr. Stockham was totally there for me. He knew I'm very nervous, so I'm a nervous person, so he knew that going out there and being only one-on-one, all center attention is on you, was something that is very difficult for me. And he knew that, and he knew that if all he had to do was say, you got this and you can do it, just go out there. He would sometimes make me, because he would say, come on, you have to, you have to, everybody's waiting for you, So he was easy, he was just great, great for a comfort zone, And then, so back to wrestling. So wrestling was my all-time favorite sport. And my freshman and sophomore year, I loved it. I was motivated. It challenged me. It made me active. It made me it was my comfort zone. It like made me be like happy, you know? It was something to take my mind off of the stress, you know, either if it was from school or anything, it was a stress reliever. But at around this time last year, I was in a car accident. Me and my sister were in a car accident, and we were hit by a drunk driver, and the doctors told me that I could no longer wrestle because my neck was messed up. So they said that I should really like stray from wrestling and any like sports like that. So I was very sad because I really wanted my white bee, and my stress reliever was gone, and my happiness like of sports that sports brought me was no longer there. But that's okay. I've grown from it. I've learned how to do better things, put my time into things that make me more happy. I work, so I love my job. It's really fun there, and yeah. But okay, some life lessons that I have learned. I couldn't write down a few, or I couldn't write down just one, because how can you guys abide by one life lesson? That's not, I don't know, like I just can't. So the first one I wrote down is embrace opportunities and to live life to the fullest, because that is something that everyone should do. You should always, you know, think of the things that come to you, they come to you for a reason, and God puts these things on you just to, you know, for a reason, either it be good or bad. It's always for a reason, and makes you grow as a person. The second one I wrote down is to challenge yourself, set your own limits, never let anyone dictate those lines for you. That one's an important one. I really like that one. And the last one I put is life is an obstacle course. Everything you've overcome has made you where you are. And like I said before, God does things for a reason. So either if it's good or bad, it makes you who you are. And yeah. On that note, I would like to say thank you one more time to everybody, and thank you to the 4 schools and the 4 students of the month. And then thank you to my parents. Bye.
I swear I don't talk as much as she insinuated. My stepbrother does work with Natalie in and out, and the first time I made the connection, he's like, no way, you know Nat King Cole? And so she has like this ongoing relationship, but I think what Natalie's strength is her leadership through this calm demeanor, that if I see any class out of control, you can look at Natalie. She's very dedicated in what she's doing. She's very driven. I also teach a night class at Crafton, so if you need to take another English class, please take it with me, because I want all my students to act like Natalie. But I can't be prouder. I just started the ASB director position in August, and she's one of the most bright and wonderful individuals I've come across in my 2 years of experience of teaching. So thank you for being a great student, and thank you for having me.
Good morning. My name is Maria LaGrain. My husband Robert and I would like our proud parents of Natalie LaGrain. We would like to thank everyone for coming, both Banning and Beaumont school districts, superintendents, teachers, advisors, other special guests that have attended today in support of our children in the past area. Natalie had a goal to be a 4-year letterman in wrestling, as she said earlier, and it was cut short by a drunk driver who rear-ended her and her sister when they were coming home from work one evening. Her back and neck were injured and forced her goals to change. She's been dealing with physical therapy and the pain without medication. Natalie has stayed strong through this adjustment. She has continued to give her time in the community, at the church, for March of Dimes, and at ASB events. Natalie is very honored to have received such award. Once again, we'd like to thank you for choosing our Natalie, and thank you for the hard work that the Pass area has, that you have done in the Pass area for our community to make it that much better. Thank you.
Man, I missed one meeting and you guys put a light in my face. You guys got. That's good. Trying to get everybody in the camera so all of Banning and Beaumont sees you guys. No pressure. About 5 minutes ago, I learned that Yasmin has a voice. The whole time I've known her at our school, she's been very quiet, very reserved, but at the same time, her mind is constantly going, because when something that isn't supposed to be happening, she'll make that facial expression. So when they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, her facial expression are worth 1,000 words. When something is going on that's positive, excuse me, and she's extremely happy or knows that there's a conversation where there might be a little one-liner in it, she's getting the joke, and she suddenly just bursts in a smile and gets it. She's always been a pleasure in the morning when we say hello when you're coming through the office, and in the afternoon as she's leaving. But her work that she does in the classroom, though, that's going to be given by one of our amazing teachers, Miss Darlene Purcell, a woman of many and few words.
There's so much I want to say, but thank you guys for everyone for being here today. It's an honor to be here and to honor another one of my students. I wanted to say that, yes, thank you, Mr. Sanchez, for saying that. So true. She comes off real reserved, and she is, and like she's almost shy, but I have her for business class. I have her in my entrepreneurship class, and we have business with candles and tie-dye t-shirts. And what else has she done? Oh, I have her for my integrated math class, and she sits in the front, and she's really quiet, and when I ask for answers, she says, I'm really quiet, so I've learned to lip read now because of Yasmin. But we have a saying in Spanish that says, los calladitos tienen la música por dentro. And that says that the quiet ones have the music inside them. And so for me, it's like she has an orchestra inside of her because she has so much to give in a quiet way. It comes out. You may not hear it all, but she puts out a lot of action in what she does. She comes to our functions. We had a nice weekend trip at this... the Queen Mary and spent the night with our business money, and she says, well, it's my first time going ice skating, but I'm going to do it. She was hanging onto the rail, and she went around a couple of times, and she said, I did it. And it was a lot of first times for her, but she did it. She didn't stand back and say, well, I'm not going to do that. So like I said, she is quiet, but she has a loudness inside of her that she's able to put out in different ways. And again, even though we do also do sign language, and I've been able to do lip reading through her. She has great facial, and she gives me all the answers. And what I want to say also is that she's very helpful. I can depend on her that when we do have someone who's quiet or new, that she's, I said, make sure you make that feel comfortable. She says, I have been, I've been talking to them. I says, oh, I didn't see you. She says, yes, I know. She'll tell me the time and the place when she actually helps out. And when there was a time when I asked her, well, we're going to have to, one of the students is not progressing or making any sales, we're going to have to vote that person maybe out. And she wanted one of the people to stay, and she gave me great reasons why this person should stay in our company. And it's nice when people say, well, I just want them out, I don't like them. She gave me really good reasons why the person should stay, and I like that about her because she gave me great justification. It wasn't just to say, let's just keep that person because I like them and they're my friend. So I respect that. Let me see if I make sure I got everything. Oh, she's really responsible. She texts me and tells me I'm going to my doctor appointment. She doesn't have to do that. I'm the teacher, not the secretary. But she gives me a heads up in case one of the students that depend on her for tutoring. She lets me know so I can fill that spot for her. And that's it. She has a great all the qualifications. Oh, you can only choose one person, but it was really easy to choose Yasmin. She stood right above everyone else. There was no, I just said, this got to be her. She has all the qualification. I'm totally honored that as my student got chosen to be here today. And I hope that you feel the same sensation and warmth and excitement when you hear her story. Thank you.
Hello and good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm Yasmin Osuna, and it is an honor to be chosen as Student of the Month for New Horizons High School. I would like to believe that my greatest contribution is being the first to graduate in my family. My parents were not able to graduate because they had my older brother at a very young age in high school. Knowing that, this encouraged me to look into careers for myself and realize that I wanted to attend college to study to become a medical sonographer. This particular career always interested me because the technology was capable of looking at a little human being in a mother's womb as it grows. During middle school in the 8th grade, my parents were in the process of getting a divorce. This took a huge toll on me. I started becoming depressed. Not long after, I started having suicidal thoughts. I wanted nothing more than for everything to just end on the spot. I did not want to deal with the pain. Every day I went to school thinking I was okay with my parents getting divorced, when in reality, I was not okay. In the end, they worked things out and decided not to get divorced. Unfortunately, though, my past emotions stayed with me. However, I was able to overcome those emotions by finding new interests and hobbies that helped me feel better, such as I started playing video games, painting, reading more, and listening to new music that I didn't know about. Looking back, now I learned that there is always a way to overcome terrible struggles with the help from trusted friends and family, or finding new hobbies. I would like to take that life lesson with me to college to remind others that they can overcome any obstacle on their road to successes. I want to give back to my community by starting a program for children and teens to be able to attend after school and on weekends that allows them to do all kinds of activities and even raise money for field trips for them to go on. I strongly feel that this is important because many kids and teenagers experience the same depression that I've had. So I want them to have somewhere to go when they feel closed off from society to help them. So they know that they're not alone. Actually, just recently too, when I was talking to my teacher, I just found out a program that was called Boys and Girls Club. I didn't know about that program until now, so I'm very sorry if it sounded very similar, but I just found out about it. But it's a great program, knowing that it's similar. And I'd like, again, to thank everybody for being here, and congratulations to the rest of the Student of the Month, and my teacher, Ms. Purcell, and Mr. Sanchez, my principal, for believing in me. Thank you.
I would just say congratulations to all the students of the month. I want to thank you for her teacher Purcell for believing in her. She always pushes Yasmin to the top. Congratulations to our daughter. And we will always be proud of for who she is and who she's about to become. She's already move over because she's coming.
Thank you all for coming, and we're proud of all of the students, so thank you.
Good morning. It is certainly an honor to stand before you as the proud principal of Beaumont High School. This is definitely one of the highlights of the job, which is able to celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of our students, so thank you all for being here today. I will introduce one of our wonderful staff members who is going to present our students, someone who exemplifies what we call the Cougar Way. And what that means is being safe, being responsible, being respectful, being involved, all while staying classy. So again, I will introduce Mr. Rothfeller. So please come to the podium. Thank you.
Good morning. I could talk about Shumrai all day, but I won't. I'll be quick. I've known her since she was a freshman. She's been on my academic decathlon team. She was in my calculus class. She's an excellent student, so good. She's hardworking. She's frighteningly intelligent. She's kind to everybody. She's involved in more things than any high school student should be able to be. Like has a job. She's a very difficult schedule. She's in varsity tennis and track. Not anymore, I think, but and she does everything. She's so good, and tons of extracurriculars. She's also kind to everybody. She's a great collaborator. She's understanding and patient, but also demanding. She has high standards. She'll argue with you if you're wrong, even me, and I'm never wrong, actually, but she still will argue with me. She's independent, but also kind, and she's really perfect student. And I'm very sad that she's leaving. She's senior, of course, and I'll miss her on my decathlon team. She was great all 4 years. Thanks. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone who is here to support all of us during the months, and congratulations to everyone else, and just thank you again to everyone who came to support us. I have behind me my father, my sister, and of course Mr. Affelder and my principal. Please excuse my voice. I'm still getting over a cold. And I wrote something down, and I'm going to stick to the script because if I don't, I'll cry. I'm honored to have been selected and nominated as Student of the Month. It's encouraging to me to see that my school believes in me, maybe even more than I believe in myself. High school has not been easy for me, especially senior year. In the beginning of the school year, I had surgery on my right knee, ending my sports career in both track and tennis. I couldn't do much on my own, and I'd lost all motivation for school. I went from being independent to dependent. But it was my friends who visited me when I couldn't go outside, my family who helped me every step of the way, my church who comforted me, and teachers like Mr. Ratfelder who never stopped believing in my greatness. My career is full of stories of when I went through things that I thought would be the end of me. Getting a B in both semesters of AP Chemistry my sophomore year, the passing of my grandmother who taught me family doesn't mean blood, parting with two of my best friends, having to struggle socially, like not being the prettiest or the most outgoing, but accepting and loving myself no matter what I look like, color and all, and enjoying the fact that I made for a good book instead of a party. Clearly those challenges and failures were not the end of me, because here I am today receiving this award, and I still have so much more to accomplish before I leave high school. Although I have not yet committed to a school, I plan on attending a 4-year university in the fall. I'll be majoring in nursing, afterwards working towards getting my master's, become a nurse practitioner specializing in gynecology. I am thankful for the wonderful opportunities that Beaumont has given me that will help me pursue my careers. I am thankful for the academic decathlon program that has helped me mature as a public speaker. I am thankful for the dual enrollment classes I was able to take that will save me money in college. I am thankful for the staff who do more than their job description requires. But I'm most thankful for the person that Beaumont High School has enabled me to be. Thank you.
Good morning. It's an honor to stand before you, and I just want to thank you all for coming to support these wonderful students of the month, especially my daughter. We've made us proud, we've made the school proud, and who makes the community proud. She's very hardworking, very dependable, and when she sets her mind to do anything, she makes sure she succeeds. And we stand as a family to support her and to make sure that she realizes her dreams. And I just want to say thank you to Mr. Rafforder and the principal and all the supporters of this event. In our African culture, we have got a saying that says it takes a village to raise a child, meaning as a father, me and my wife, we cannot do it alone or even with her siblings. It also takes you to make who she is. And I just want to thank you. Continue the good work.
Thank you.
So I'm the oldest sibling in my family. And I remember when I graduated high school, one of the things people kept saying is, you've set the bar, right? You've set where my siblings are supposed to go. And I remember thinking and looking at my siblings, all I want for you is to exceed that. I've done this great, do more. And what I've seen from my sister the past 4 years is she's more than exceeded. She comes home and she tells me about her day, everything she's done, and I can't believe how proud I am of her, because she's done the thing. She's doing the one thing I wanted from her, is to do better, and that's the thing that you parents always want their children to do better, but as a sibling, as an older sibling, you want to bring your siblings along with you. You want them to succeed in the world, and I'm proud of everything that she's doing. They've said it so far. She is a hard worker, more than you will ever know. And I'm so thankful to her teachers and her friends that help support her and help her become the person that she is today.
Good morning and welcome, everyone. My name is Alfredo Andrade. I'm the Banning Unified School Board President. And I wanted to share a few stories about me. Because sometimes we hear the students, and one thing that I heard here on all the speeches were the story of what got them here. So a year after I graduated high school, my parents divorced, and I went through the same struggles, dropped out of college, came back to home, and being the oldest, my mom was but single and just had to struggle for many years to try to get the family going forward. After that, it took me 11 years to decide to finally go back to college. 2013, received my bachelor's degree. A month and a half after receiving my bachelor's degree, I got hit by a car, broke my back, and I was out for close to 4 months. But through all that, I still moved forward. Now I'm finishing off my MBA this year in June from the University of California, Riverside. So the one story I heard from every story is how life shapes our future. From Davina, how her love for animals and how seeing animals just be treated badly has decided to be a veterinarian. Natalie, from business to firefighting, from having the accident, can't wrestle, just keep moving forward, continue learning, you can achieve anything that you put your mindset forth. Yasmin, again, your parents going through what they're going through, you're first to graduate, I've been there. Just know that you can do anything, move forward, and just keep on moving. Shumirai, the same thing, nurse practitioner, also your struggles with what you're going with your knee. Just know that you have a support around you, the community, your teachers, your principals, everybody around you is there to support you, to make you who you are. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So just keep moving. You're gonna be great. You guys are awesome students. That's why you're here. That's why you have the people around here to support you, to make you that much greater. Because you're already great, just be greater. All right, congratulations to every single student. Keep on going, and I can't wait what you're gonna do in the future.
There isn't an awfully lot more that can be said in relation to this program, but I would like to have one group please stand. I would like to have all the teachers and the administrative staff of the schools please stand. I know this program is called Student of the Month, but these are people of the year. They continue to help our youth. We have 4 examples here today of people who have worked through struggles and have become on the path to success. There's not one of us that can't learn. I don't care how old you get. and I'm probably the oldest one in the room. I was a little shocked when I thought I heard the principal of Valdivia over here was a grandfather, then I found out it was a godfather on the thing, because I felt older immediately when I heard grandfather on the thing. But I can't say enough to you 4 students about what's out here for the future, because every other adult in this room actually is depending upon your success, and they want to be part of that. They want to help you succeed. So please don't forget who your teachers were, who the administrators are, and the rest of the friends that are sitting in this room wishing you the very best on your continued journey through your education years and your adult years. My congratulations to all 4 of you. Keep hitting it straight. Thank you.
So I'm going to try to make sense of this. It's going to sound very disconnected, but it really does make sense. First and foremost, students, you all are beautiful, all of you. You have succeeded, and I know that you will continue to succeed. Talking about courage, my ringtone, we were just talking about that this morning, because we all need a little motivation sometimes, is I will survive. So just as much for you as it is for the adults in this room, sometimes we just need to be reminded that we will survive, we will get through this. Wow, this was an incredible morning. Pain is sometimes invisible, and pain is sometimes physical, and pain is sometimes mental. And I recently read a book that just really brings that to light. The author is Dr. Edith Eger. She is a Auschwitz survivor. She's in her 90s, and she wrote her first book when she was 90. And in this book, she goes to great lengths to tell you, it's called Choice. And it's to tell you that no matter what your struggle, no matter what the pain is that you have gone through, you ultimately have the choice. And don't discount your pain and your struggles and your conflict just because someone else seems to be going through something worse or harder than you. Your struggle is hard for you, and it is up to you to make the choice to get through that. So I want to quote her. She's a wonderful lady. If you ever get a chance to read her book or listen to her, I follow her on Facebook, and for being over 90, the lady is absolutely incredible when you know that she has survived Auschwitz. So her quote this morning that just concludes it for me is, we don't know where we're going, we don't know what's going to happen, but no one can take away from you what you put in your own mind. So I'm going to repeat that one more time because I think it's powerful. We don't know where we're going, we don't know what's going to happen, but no one can take away from you what you put in your own mind. So be successful, believe in yourselves, and there are people here to help and support you. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing from adults in the room. I think we always get motivated by the kids. And I don't know about you, but every time I come here, the tears, right, come up because of what the words of the students. The only thing I have to say to the boys and girls and young people is change is the new norm. Right? It is just our life, our technology, the world we live in is a constant change. I read recently that young people can expect to change jobs between 12 and 15 times by the time they retire. Think about that as an adult right now. If you're middle-aged or one of us, that 12 to 15 times changing a job, and how traumatic it is to change a job. So boys and girls, that change is something that you've already prepared yourself for. And to the change you've already gone through, you're getting used to that new norm. I looked up their names. I love looking at names, and so I love these names: Davina, Natalie, Yasmin, and Shumarai. Davina, beloved friend. Natalie, Christmas, birthday, right? You think about the gifts. Yasmin, beautiful, lovely flower. Shumarai, dedicate, offer, serve. All 4 of these students have a common theme: serve. They all said they want to serve animals, serve people through firefighting, defend and serve others and teens who are struggling, serve the ill through nursing. I think that common theme just speaks to me of the youth we have in this room. Oftentimes we think the youth of today are takers. These young people are givers. And I want to congratulate them for that, and I hope they hold on to that. In Shumarai, anybody that would say you're not an absolutely beautiful young lady, they're crazy, okay? So I want to thank you all for coming and for the work you do for our kids in the past. And you can just see from these 4 examples what a great future we have ahead of us. So thank you.
So students, once again, congratulations and thank you so much for having the courage to come up here and speak. And I'm going to end the morning with character. That is a word chosen. Once a day I get an email from John Maxwell, and John Maxwell is a pastor, motivational speaker, an author, and someone sends him a word and he talks about that word. And this is one of my favorites, and I didn't choose it knowing what I was going to hear today, but hearing and listening to your students, this word just totally fits all 4 of you. So with this, I'll end the morning.
Hi, my name is John Maxwell. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. This week I have 1,500 coaches, speakers, and teachers from all over the world contributing to youth programs. My certified team members are going to be teaching the youth on topics such as character. When I think of character, I think of who we really are. It's foundational to everything that we do. It's foundational to how we think, it's foundational to what we say, it's foundational to our actions. All of that is built upon character. Character being doing the right thing. Character in my life is the fact that I am disciplined, that I've learned what I call character traits, traits that will allow me to build for a better future. You see, we can have bad character traits and we can have good character traits. Here's what I know. When crisis comes, if we have good, strong character traits, honesty, trustworthiness, decisiveness, if we have good character traits, then when crisis comes, we build. If we have bad character traits, attitudinal issues, anger, unresolved conflict, when crisis comes, instead of us building, we fall. It's not the crisis that makes us or breaks us, it's just the crisis that reveals what kind of foundation we're built on. When the storm comes, some things stand and some things don't. If we have built our life on a solid rock of character, and that's our foundation, we stand. If we haven't, we fall. I've heard often and said often, it's not what happens to us, it's what happens in us that counts. What happens in us is character, when it's strong. What happens to us can't harm us, because we're bigger on the inside than we are on the outside.
Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed morning.